Hey, everybody, and welcome to the SEAL Podcast, episode number 279 for this July 18th, 2025. My name is Fraser. I'm joined on my left by Neil,
Hello.
and on my right by Pilch again.
Fuck me, 2 weeks in a row. Woo.
We are blessed.
Some of us are.
Yeah, Dave's not here. He's on a work do. So he did give us a heads up on that. So, yep, Pilch has been kind enough to come and join us again. Bit of a no-brainer. Thank you, Pilch.
I had to play a game today.
It's getting regular, isn't it? Now?
Well,
2
twice
weeks
in
in a
1
row.
year, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you look at it like that if you like. Yeah, right. Okay, so for this hot Friday, I think you guys are hotter than I am, but there we go. It's still a lovely summer evening. Should we just crack on, Neil? It's good to have you back. You obviously weren't here last week, so.
No. No, I've just noticed that Pilch is flipped on the stream, so we can't read his stuff unless you can read back mirrored image. So.
Oh well.
Sorry about that.
A button press to fix.
You'd think so, but I can't find it right now. So.
Right.
We won't bother.
No worries. Yeah.
No one watches anyway.
Who do we want to accommodate to do that anyway? For doing that. All right. Well, let's move on. Do we want to start with some football, or do we want to start with listener stuff?
I don't know.
Let's start with some football. Yeah, let's do football. Get football.
Because there is football happening. Or has been.
Yes, there has. There's a great bit of football happening.
Was there? You watched the penalty shootout last night, did you?
Best bit of football I've ever seen.
Classic.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast today and they were describing it as incredibly tense. And I was like, that's not the word I would use. It was incredibly shit.
Yeah. It's an odd one. I tell you, I mean, you know what? I mean, fair enough. I guess people must be watching it and it must be popular. I mean, the whole women's football thing has sort of passed me by a little bit because nobody was watching women's football, as far as I know, when I left the UK. And now suddenly my football feed from the I'm not saying lots of people are watching it, but my football feed is full of women's football, right? So it gets the press coverage.
Oh, it's definitely getting that. It's on Sky all the time.
Yeah.
Well, they got the Women's Super League on Sky, haven't they?
Yeah.
So obviously no one can watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's on fucking Sky.
So England's into the final. Very good. I did see one thing for women's football.
Semi-final, isn't it?
Oh, it's only into the semi-final?
Yeah. This is a classic 16-team tournament. So you get group stage 2 winners, straight to the quarterfinals. No fucking about. No fucking best third place bullshit. And all that nonsense. So, classic format for an international tournament.
Now, did you watch the game? I mean, I saw some clips and saw.
I was out on a walk during the game.
Yeah.
So I'd seen that we were losing 2-0. I was like, and then I saw a thing pop up on my phone. It said, no team's ever come back from 2-0 down in a knockout tournament in the women's game. I was like, I guess we're fucked then. And then I got home and it was 2-2 and going to extra time. I was like, hello. So I stuck it on there, watched the extra time, which was pretty shit. So not exactly high quality football. They play good football normally, the England women. I've seen them play
3 hours of penalties.
Yeah. It wasn't the worst in terms of length, just the worst in terms of absolute dud penalties going. Well,
it's a tough one, and I'm trying not to be too disrespectful. I don't want to be that typical bloke just go fucking women's football shit, because there's no point in that, right? But I was watching the penalty shootout, and the first penalty that was taken, I was like, you know what? I definitely don't think I could do better than that, right? You know,
that was the one that went in, wasn't it?
That was the first one in on the left. Every penalty that I was like, I think I could do better than that. And I'm shit.
Yeah, I'm shocking. If I just out to larrup it and hope that it hits the target, because if I think they have their water bottles now with the directions of which, like the percentages of which way they go and all that sort of shit.
That was in the World Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, they started doing it in the men's game, obviously, and now you could quite clearly see them reading all their labels on the bottles in the shootout last night. But if I just run up, I don't know where the fuck the ball's going. So for good luck with the keeper knowing where the fuck it's going.
No,
But,
I would just be hitting it, just hoping that I put my foot through the ball to try and get a decent
Yeah.
strike, and then just hit and fucking
I could
hope.
definitely scuff one worse than those penalties last night. I couldn't take a penalty as good as the ones that were shit. So there's that. But I know I
Yeah,
don't get paid to play football. I'm shit
No.
at football.
No, and I did see this week that they Arsenal had that record signing for a woman's record signing,
Canadian.
Canadian, yeah.
Yep.
So that's nice to see. So
It's just the first £1 million female footballer.
yeah, I was curious. I was like, okay, obviously £1 million is a lot of money, but I was like, well, I guess it's not Premier, but how does that compare within the football league? So I did a little bit of research. The lowest transfer fee I could find, and there are lots of undisclosed, but the lowest I could find was 1.5 million in the men's league
When will they see it this year?
this year in the National League. Yeah,
In the National League?
in the league, right? League football, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a League 1, maybe 2 level.
Yeah, I didn't see anything lower though throughout all four. So,
but I mean, what was it? Trevor Francis was the first £1
Yeah.
million transfer back in the 80s.
98 something, I think.
Yeah.
right.
But then, yeah, it's just been since the Premier League, I guess, and particularly the last 10 years, it's just gone fucking insane.
Yeah.
Well, 50 million is the base now, isn't it, for any?
For a Premier League
half-decent
transfers, they
player.
tend to be
Yeah.
around 40 to 50 at least.
Hmm.
There's, you might be able to trigger someone's release clause if you found out what it was or something.
Yeah.
But it'd still be a bit more than
Yeah.
that usually. But
And then you could throw your toys out the pram.
if you were the
Yeah.
ones not
Yeah.
wanting to sell that player, you mean? Not like
Just
them.
stupidly put a 60 million release clause in a player that's probably worth more like 75, 80. That's Tricky Tree's fault, isn't it? Fuck 'em.
How would you
Spurs,
know
we're gonna
that
get him.
though? How would you just literally know exactly the right amount? It's like that's not that
Right,
fucking difficult
So
to find out.
the
is
thing
it?
is, everyone knows what Daniel Levy's like. He's gone in and lowballed, and by sheer coincidence, there's a fucking release clause, and so that's all what's happened. He only offers 55, 60 million quid for players. He's gone
Until
in.
he has to pay more.
It. We'll offer him 60 million, and now they're going, whoa, hang on a minute, how did you know? Well, he didn't know. He's just offered 15 million less than what Man City offered a few months ago. That's all that's happened. But old Kazawak Nakanakis, whatever his name is, fucking throwing his toys out of his pram again. And
That's not
he's
like
going to
him.
look silly this time because he's up against the master
Yeah.
of legal jargon. So he's gonna come a cropper with Levy because Levy don't fuck up.
We'll see.
So we will see.
You still think that's going to happen then? He wants to know by
it's
Monday,
gonna go
apparently,
through.
Gibbs, right? Which means it won't happen till like fucking the 1st of September. Or
Well,
something.
Spurs are going to Asia next Thursday, and it's got to be done by then.
Does it though?
Yeah.
What is that? Just a tour? Just a small tour?
Probably worth a few quid.
Yeah, because we're selling Sonny, but we can't sell him until he's been to Korea.
You're not going to sell him this year, right?
I think they might.
You ain't really got.
I don't mind if he goes because we just bought one.
Who?
Matthias Tell.
He wasn't very good though, was he?
No, because he was playing out of position, wasn't he?
On the left
He's
wing.
only a kid. He'll do all right.
We'll
We've got
see.
Kudos as well.
Yeah.
Plenty of players.
You feeling good about next season?
Yeah, we come 16th this year, I reckon.
Yeah, you're going to climb.
The only way it's up unless you get some good teams come up, I guess.
Well, we could win our first trophy in 3 weeks' time.
Well, what to add to the Audi Cup?
Well, that's where I'm putting it. That's the same as the Club World Cup. That's like it's just like a friendly.
It's just like a shit Champions League, the Club World Cup.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone is gonna be able to big that up. Whoever wins it, I mean, no one's going to mention it, are they? No one's mentioned it tonight. I wouldn't have thought.
Someone might mention it tonight. I mean, it's an odd one. Now that we're on to the subject, we might as well talk about it.
Well, we don't have
to. It's an interesting competition. I mean, obviously, I have an interest in it.
It's more so now than it was about 4 weeks ago.
Winning it, which was nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's an odd one, right? I mean, every 4 years. I mean, I guess there could be
Yeah,
interest
that's
for
bollocks,
it.
isn't it? If you can't have a world champion that lasts 4 years in club football, it's bollocks. Too much changes in club football in 4 years.
Yeah, I think the main takeaway I got from it was that the European clubs don't give a fuck. Like they're
Apart
just
from one of them.
their leagues are too massive and too fucking entrenched in whatever that the Club World Cup doesn't have a lot of meaning. But for everybody else, it was they really really enjoyed it. They supported it, particularly the South American
The
teams.
South American teams, like we've always had a competition between like the champions of South America and the champions of Europe. It used to be called. There was the Club World Cup in its previous guise, which was about 8 teams or whatever, and only like the Champions League and South American teams basically just played the last game because they automatically qualified for the semi-finals because everyone else was shit. Turns out, pretty similar this year. But yeah, the South Americans always want to put one over on the Europeans because we come and steal all their best players.
Right.
They can't afford.
Yeah, well, I mean, their fans were good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Neymar's not going to stay in Brazil
most.
for his whole career, is he? And he can earn fuck knows how much money in Saudi and all that bollocks now. So.
Well, there was only one winner. That was Donald Trump.
Yeah, he's got the trophy still, apparently, hasn't he?
Apparently so.
They made 2 of them, didn't they? So.
Well.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was a nice surprise, Chelsea going through and winning that. I mean, I can't remember whether we talked about it last week, Dave and I. Probably not. But I mean, my attitude.
Pilch was here as well last week. Maybe.
Sorry, Pilch was here. Yeah, maybe we did talk about it. I beg your pardon, Pilch.
Easily forgotten me.
Yeah,
I know. Sorry.
So it's been 6 months already since we last saw you on there, isn't it?
It's been a long week. Yeah, I think that's why. So yeah, I think we would have talked about it, Pilch, maybe then last week, and that I sort of went into it, and I went into it.
Give Chelsea a prayer. How the fuck they won that?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what it was, right? It was like, okay, we'll go. Well, I'd said I fully expect us to get tonked. I mean, PSG have just tonked Real Madrid 4-0. They've carved through them like a knife through butter. We probably don't stand a chance. But I did say, I think there's a possibility we could upset them, though, because Chelsea have that sort of fucking young dog spirit, I think, tucked away. So, like, they don't give a fuck, whatever. Let's go. And if it gels,
bother, like doing anything about one of your best players, then that's on PSG, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
If you let one of the Chelsea's best players just basically run the fucking game, I think it's probably not a good idea. But for some reason, that's what PSG decided to do.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea were just fantastic. They were all over him like a cheap suit. It was fantastic. I mean, I didn't expect it at all. I was having I loved it. It was great. It was so unexpected and joyous. It was great.
It was, and they only spent £1 billion to get in that team together.
I thought it was 2 billion, isn't it?
And counting.
It's a lot.
Every day,
players.
João Pedro looked pretty handy.
João Pedro looks like he could be a fucking instant inclusion in the old fantasy.
Oh, Mbeumo's gone today, isn't he?
He's definitely one that you don't want to put in your team anymore after today.
Who, Mbeumo?
Yeah, because he's gone to Man United.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, that's it. See you later. Another career ruined.
Somebody said the other day, somebody said, or I was reading this morning, I think it was, it's just like, Mbeumo, I mean, yeah, he was at a stellar season last season, but his previous couple of seasons weren't all that. I mean,
he's been okay.
But,
you just look at it through the Fantasy Premier League, like, lens. Like, he wasn't lighting up the numbers so much, but I think he's done a solid job at least. But for this year, he definitely just took it to a new level, but he ain't going to play in that position at Man United. That's the problem.
Yeah.
For him. So who knows? Maybe they'll.
They were talking about Wissa going somewhere as well. Where did I hear that?
Newcastle.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
I don't know whether they'll sell them both. They won't sell them both. They can't.
Well, they've got Keith Andrews there now, so they don't need any of their role players. He's the main man.
It's still Brent.
MK legend, Keith Andrews.
Anyway, so Chelsea are champions of the world. Thanks very much.
For the next 4 fucking years, they get to wear a gold badge. Stick that up your fucking arse, man.
Have some of that. Are you champions of the world? No.
Just remind us how they qualify for that phrase.
How did we qualify for it?
For the competition? How did Chelsea qualify for that competition?
We won the Champions League in 21, I think it was.
How did
So
you do
you
that?
won a you won a competition 4 years ago, which gets you into this competition.
Yeah.
Fuck's
Bit shit,
sake.
isn't it?
Isn't it a joke?
Well, how? Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's how they do it, right? I guess it's look. Hey, I didn't make the competition, right?
It's just
All
I don't
all
know
I
who
did-
made the.
we
How
just
did
fucking won
RB
it.
Salzburg get in it? How the fucking half the teams get in it? I don't know. It was weird.
I heard that it's going to be in America every time.
No
Is
way.
that right?
No. No, because it's too fucking hot. The football was shit for anything other than the late games because it's too fucking hot. Unless they're going to start airconning all their stadiums,
They'll
like they
address
do in
that.
Qatar or Saudi. Or you play it. Another thing was most of the European teams were completely fucked after playing like 60 odd games this season. Chelsea were
Yeah,
okay
Chelsea
because
are
they
gonna be-
basically played their second team in the fucking European competition for most of the season.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
okay. So everyone was fucked, but Chelsea weren't. So that's
No,
why we
because they
won.
had
Is
a
that right?
different team playing in the other competition, whereas
We
everyone
didn't
else
win
was
it
playing
because
their
we
proper
fucking
team.
played better football or whatever.
No, it was lucky. It was lucky on the day, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And you
you
had fresh
little
players.
fucking bitter fruit.
And you bought like fucking about 4 players just before the tournament as well.
All right, League One.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, enough said about that.
Right. Okay.
What are we
before
doing
get
next?
into yeah, let's not talk about that anymore. We can see fucking wind each other up. Let's move on to some listener stuff here. We got Paul sent us in something here. He says, as gamers and game developers get older, should video game accessibility options start to factor in age-related options? Perhaps the ability to slow the gameplay down, such as a variable game speed option to help with older people's reaction times. Also, maybe online servers for fast-paced action multiplayer games like Call of Duty that are only for the over 50s.
Oh, yeah. I'm up for that.
You're still competing with the young ones.
Well,
I think they
trying
have
to.
MMR in things like Call of Duty, so like balance that skill out a bit. But
They've already got that because Doom
has got
you can
these
make
options,
that
yeah.
faster or as slow as you want. Did you ramp it up? Did you? Neil, did you?
No,
I left it on whatever.
I
I
did
put
a
it
couple
on.
of times. Fuck me, it was mental.
Oh, did you?
You ramped it up?
Yeah, yeah. It was so fast, it was ridiculous.
I think one of my blokes at work said he just had to speed it up because it was a bit stompy slow. I was like, I'm not really having
Yes,
that.
I did it because I'm used to playing Call of Duty with like ridiculous
Yeah.
sensitivity. So I just thought, oh, this is a good chance to bring it up to speed.
Yeah.
But it's funny we mentioned that because the game I played earlier, it was ploddy as fuck, and I was going to mention exactly the same thing about speeding it up. So, which we'll
Wonder
talk
what
about in
game
a
that
little
is.
while.
Anyway.
Yeah, servers for the over 50s.
I can't see
don't
that
know
catching
about
up.
that.
No.
No. I mean, the MMR is supposed to do like your player ratings that these games have. That's supposed to sort that out. I think bigger problems is fucking cheaters, right? What I want is servers that are, give me a premium server that I have to pay. That I can pay my way away from the scumbags.
Fuck off! You're not doing that.
Yeah, maybe not.
You are not doing that. You just mentioned paying for a different service that was already available.
I would pay for a
You
hunt
are not
server.
doing that.
I pay enough for a hunt server. I would pay that. I would pay a monthly fee for a hunt server that I was in, and it only put me in with people who were fucking dog shit.
Right,
Really
that would be
dog
dull.
shit.
That would be dull.
And bots.
How do you know you're not playing against bots?
Hunt has bots.
What?
But not in the main game. Only in the early parts of when you're a new account.
Okay,
like
that makes sense. They do that in most games, I think.
Yeah, when you're
Fraser's got 300 accounts running at the moment.
I have a budget for new hunt accounts now, so I can play against the bots and feel better about myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Sounds like a skill issue, Paul. Get good.
You could just not play multiplayer games.
Thank you for that. MintSafe says, what game has been the most addictive you've ever played? Mine would probably be the first COD Modern Warfare. Playing online against people all over the world blew my mind. Cheers, Seals. I was like that with Halo 2. That first sort of multiplayer experience, it just blew. Yeah, that was fantastic.
I
Absolutely
played a lot of
brilliant.
COD before, but that's not my answer for that. Yeah, my answer.
No, yours is probably Destiny.
And Destiny 2.
Yeah. What game has been the most addictive I've ever played? Pilch, you got an idea?
Well, while I was
Is that a
playing
serious question?
Balatro, I'd say it was Balatro because I played that for 3 months every fucking day. That's all I played until I finished every single deck.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
You were
and
probably hooked on that.
I stupidly got it on my phone and started playing a few rounds when I was on the plane coming back from Dublin, and now I think my battery's going flat every day just playing it on my bloody phone now. 'Cause you can't. I started from scratch, so yeah. You
You
soon get
arcaded
back in.
it, or
I'm not into the stupidness that you get into, but I like just playing the standard decks. I'm halfway through,
Yeah.
so
look back 2 weeks.
That is addictive, that game.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I seem
I
to
don't.
jump from addiction to addiction, right? So Balatro was one, and then I felt like I couldn't give Blueprints. Just all I wanted to do was play Blueprints, right? I just get these moments of
Yeah,
utter addiction until I can't until it's done. I don't know what closes the book or the chapter, but Blueprints was like that. I've got a feeling there's some other games coming up that could be like that.
well, my wife seems to think I'm addicted to Call of Duty, but I don't see where she's getting that
No, I
idea
don't
from.
know. Don't get that.
Yeah, she's tripping.
I played for 8 hours today.
Nice.
That's like a full-time job. What
I
prestige
got
are
up
you
at
at
6
now?
o'clock.
Master prestige are you at now? Like
211.
how much has that got up since last week?
I was on 200. I was on 196 last week.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. So
Yeah.
you really do pile them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should go out for a run or something instead.
I think that could be an answer as well.
I take the dog out for a walk morning and night, 2 miles in the morning, 2 in the night. That's my exercise. That's all I need.
That's good.
So,
Did you know if you run
get up
uphill,
at
it's good for your
6.
butt muscles?
Is it?
Yeah.
This is what I did today. Got up at 6 o'clock, took the dog out. Mrs. got up, went to work at 7:30. I turned on Call of Duty. I turned off Call of Duty when someone messaged me earlier and said, "Do you want to come on the show?" I said, "Fuck it, I better play something else." So then I turned it off. So what time was that phrase? 3 o'clock? 4
You're
o'clock?
far more committed to this than I am.
So yeah.
Does that
so
mean you
I
ain't played any games then?
Yeah,
I
probably.
played 2 games today. One of them played for 2.5 hours. So
Oh,
I've called
session,
someone in
good
who's
session.
played games. That's my contribution. All right, thanks
have
for
you
that,
not played
Safe.
anything?
Who, me? No, fuck that.
Hmm.
Don't play games anymore.
Oh.
Games are for losers.
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Mint Safe. Appreciate that. Right, let's move on then to what we've been doing.
Oh, hang on. You missed Ship of Spice.
Was there a question?
Yes, you said, are we going to watch the new Superman? Basically,
Oh,
there's
are
a load
we?
of stuff.
Sorry, Chipper, I didn't see that. My question is anyone? Oh yeah, I beg your pardon, Chipper. Sorry, I thought you were just telling us you'd seen it. Yeah, is anyone? I'd like to go see it actually. I'm very tempted, maybe just to go trot down to the IMAX and watch it there.
I think that's probably the way to watch it.
Yeah.
I nearly
maybe
went to watch Jurassic World last week, but I didn't get there.
Oh, jeez.
Kids decided.
There's
they
not
didn't.
another one.
Yeah, it's a new one. Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, actually. Oh, okay. Might have a look at that.
I can't remember who else
Is it a remake or is it a new one?
It's a different. They've gone back to like a different island where they were experimenting with dinosaurs. Or something. They've got a silly new breeds.
Oh, is it like
This
a
is
research
the 4th one
island?
now, is it?
Yeah. Huh? This is the 7th.
4th one?
7th.
Shut up.
They made
There's
3
not
of them.
7 fucking.
There was 3 original Jurassic Parks, and then there was 3 Jurassic Worlds with Chris Pratt, weren't there? I think there was 3.
Yeah, I think so.
And now this is the next one. with Scarlett Johansson and other people.
Yeah, I give up when they were good. I watched the first 3, and that was it.
Was the third one good? I can't honestly remember what happened.
No, that's why I stopped.
Yeah, first one was pretty amazing when it came out. So
I think it
Think-
still is. I watched it recently. It's still pretty good.
Interested in Superman?
No,
no,
Neil, you're slightly interested.
I haven't watched a Superman film since Christopher Reeve. So I don't know. I've missed like 2 generations of Superman.
Yeah, I haven't missed 2. I certainly don't. I don't know if I went to see any of the other ones at the cinema with Henry Cavill.
Who was the other guy? There was another guy that did it, didn't
Brandon Ruth.
he? Did he only do one?
That one. I think he only did one, and I went to see that one at the cinema. Yeah.
all these names mean nothing to me. I have not. got a
Henry
clue what
Cavill.
you're
You
talking
must know
about.
Henry Cavill. He's the Witcher, or was
No.
the Witcher.
Oh right, okay. He was Superman, was he?
Yeah, he did 3 Superman films, didn't he? Man of
That
Steel
must
was
have
his
been
first
back
one.
in the 90s. Then was it?
No.
No, 2000.
2010.
Man of Steel
2010s.
was his first one, wasn't it? I don't know what the others were called. I feel like he did 2 or 3.
2010. Oh, I had 3 and 4-year-old kids. I was watching fucking Toy Story and
Yeah.
Monsters
Finding
Inc. and
Nemo.
shit like that at the cinema. Yeah, around
What, in
that time.
2010. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
suppose.
around
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
around there.
Yeah, my kids
Yeah.
are about the same. All right, let's move on then to what we've been doing. Thanks, Chipper. Sorry, by the way. I don't have anything really. What have I been doing? I have to think about it. I know what
I've
I'm
got
going to be
some-
doing.
I've got some stuff that's happened.
Come on then, Neil. This is the Neil show today. You're getting all this catch up to do. 100 games and 3,000.
There's not going to be 100 games because I've been away for 2 weeks. So
Wow.
third,
Half
last
100
time
then.
I was on the show, you may recall. You didn't because you didn't listen apparently. But I was having some car trouble. My
What?
car alarm kept going off.
What did you buy a Jaguar?
No,
You've got an
No.
alarm on the Fiesta.
where it come with one. I didn't put it in.
For
there.
what?
It tells you when the boot sensor's fucked, because apparently that's what was happening. And obviously
What
this
boot?
happened.
What does that mean? What's a boot sensor?
It's like there's a sensor in the boot
Little
that tells
pin.
tells
when you
the
open it
alarm
up, a little
system
pin comes up.
when
doesn't it?
when you open the boot, it tells that when the alarm's set, it says, "Oh, someone's
Ah.
opened the boot," so it sets the
Right,
alarm
right.
off. Which is really helpful when nobody's actually opened the boot and it's just a fault and it keeps saying someone that the boot's open, but it's not. And yeah, it just sets the alarm off non-stop. So, and obviously this happened Friday. Saturday was the big party that we had all like sort of most of the day job, and we had to prep everything for Saturday morning. Sunday was another day of sort of parties. And then Monday I was going on to fucking Cornwall. And I was like, well, I'm not going to get that fixed. So what am I going to do? Because every time I locked the car, it fucking set the alarm off. I was like, well,
Just don't
Guess I'm
fucking
just-
lock it.
I'm just going to leave it open then for the 2 weeks that I'm on holiday and hope that no one
Oh.
Dude,
fucking
my
nicks
car
it.
has been out. My car was unlocked for fucking 2 years. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we don't
Just
all live
means
in
people
Canada.
aren't going to fuck your.
Middle
Yeah,
of
but the thing is, if you don't leave anything in your car and you leave it
No.
unlocked,
Anyway.
it just means people aren't going to break the shit out,
So
out
I'd
of it.
already
Right?
decided I was going to leave it unlocked. And I was like, you know what? I'll buy a clamp just to be on the safe side. So I bought a clamp from Argos because it's the only place I could get one, like now.
Is this a clamp for the car or
A
yourself?
clamp for the car. Yeah, clamp for the
Oh.
car. Nothing sexual.
Did someone nick it?
No, I went to fit the fucking clamp and it wouldn't fucking go on because it was a shit clamp from fucking Argos. So I've got to take it back.
You're
Because
buying your
you
car
basically
stuff
there was like a
from
two
Argos.
bit,
You
two
deserve
bits that
everything you
like
get.
opened up, and it was where they opened up, they let a hole so you could push the bar through. But they didn't open quite enough. They weren't machined off quite enough, so the bar wouldn't go through the fucking gap. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This is a ball ache." So I was just like, "Fuck it! I'll just leave the car and the drive unlocked. I'll close the mirrors to make it look like it was locked." And there's fuck all in the car. And who's gonna fucking nick a 2009 Fiesta off of someone's drive either?
Did you manage to get any sleep while you were away on holiday
yeah.
worrying about this?
No, I wasn't worried.
Because I think I might be up tonight
When I got back,
worrying on your behalf.
what did I do? When I got back,
There was a homeless man sleeping in your car.
I think it was before what we were going to do. We were going to drop it off at his friend's house and keep it in someone's garage. But when Lee
Oh
went to
my
start the car,
god!
when Lee went to
Holy
start the car,
shit.
it wouldn't fucking start because the battery was flat. And I was like, "Oh fuck's sake!"
Did you not take the fucking bulb out of the boot light?
I don't
Then
think
it
it
would
was
have
on.
gone flat, would it?
I
That's
don't
why your
honestly.
battery's gone flat.
don't
'cause
know
you've
what
left
that
your
was.
boot open, your lights.
It wasn't low. It was not always open. It was occasionally telling it was open, and it would say it was shut again. So it wasn't always open. Anyway, it was
How
fucked.
did you fix it? Because I'll tell you a cheap, easy fix.
Get rid of the fucking car.
It's got a little pin in it. When you open the boot,
no,
the
it's
pin
weird.
plastic
It's in the latch. It's a fucking stupid design. Because I was like, where's the fucking sensor? So usually, like, there's a few contacts on the bodywork and then some pins on the
Yeah.
boot. No, not in this.
Yes.
It's all built into the latch.
No?
Yeah. I was like, great. So it's
No,
not
I was
like a
going to
matter
say,
of
because
just
all you
fucking...
do is unscrew the two things on the pin and just wire the two wires together so they make a circuit.
Well, you can do
and
that
then
in the boot latch, but I was like, I'm not fucking
Right.
dealing with that when I've got shit to
Oh,
do.
that's what I would have done.
What a real man would have done.
Yeah, well, I didn't have
Yeah.
time.
I certainly
So-
wouldn't have bought a fucking clamp.
No. Well, nor have I really, because I've getting it funded. So when we got back, the battery's fucking completely flat, and I've had it on charge most of the day. But the good news is the battery is actually charging, so it hasn't completely fucked the battery. But it may be the battery that was causing the boot lid fault. Don't know, because it says when you get a low battery, that can start causing a problem. But
Mhm.
This is true.
I don't know. So we're going to give it a good. Well, I'm not going to get much charging done over the weekend because it looks like a fucking piss down all weekend. So,
Threaten it with the clamp. Tell it
Yeah.
to behave or it gets the clamp.
yeah, it should have seen me fucking trying to get that clamp in. I was malleting it and everything, and I was like, "This is not fucking going in."
This wouldn't have happened if you'd have bought that BMW you've been banging on
Yeah,
about
tell
for
me
the
about
last
it.
2 years.
Well, I looked at a nice Audi A4 on Cinch yesterday. But
It's
yeah,
time, Neil.
yeah, I think it might
Yeah,
be.
come on.
But my daughter needs a
Come
car, so I
on.
can't buy an Audi A4.
Fucking
You know,
stop
the-
worrying about. Oh
give-
my god! It's so
Give
don't worry about
her
your
that
kids.
fucking hell. She's
Give her
got a
the
car.
You're done with it.
It's a
Exactly.
Fiesta.
Well done,
Doesn't work.
phrase. Give her the Fiesta.
She doesn't want the Fiesta. I can't imagine
Oh
why.
my god! Well, what would
fucking
Princess
hell.
like?
What an entitled little cow.
Well,
Come
she
on,
doesn't want a
just give
cheap
her the
Fiat
Fiesta.
500 either. We had an offer to a Fiat 500 for £1,000, and she was like, "No, I don't want a Fiat 500." I was like, "Why don't you want a Fiat 500? There's nothing wrong with a Fiat 500. It's a great
Well,
first
she
car."
obviously
That's a
doesn't want a
perfect
car,
little-
then, does she?
No. Fiat
Yeah.
500 is
Oh my
perfect little
God.
car for a girl first.
Yeah, exactly.
Try and
But
do-
she's
yeah.
not interested. She wants a Ford KA or something. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You'd get a
Can
Ford
you-
KA over a
excuse me?
fucking."
Do you know what a Ford KA is underneath? It's a Fiat 500.
Is
The
it
same
really?
fucking thing.
What, the new ones?
Yeah.
That argument's not going to wash with any female generally,
Yep.
is it?
Anyway.
Cars,
Anyway,
the underpinnings.
that's another. That's for another time.
They've already switched off by that
More
point.
car drama. More car drama coming up, I imagine. So yeah, we had a big party over the weekend. Sent you a video of my lights.
Really?
Pretty impressive. Not last week, 2 weeks ago. Lit up basically my house and maybe 5 or 6 houses either side.
Fucking
Your
Back was-
buzzard.
fucking neighbours must love you, mate. Are
Late
they all
buzzing.
pissheads as well?
It was pretty impressive. I didn't realise how much it had lit up until someone posted a picture later on. It's like, oh yeah, that's quite bright. Isn't it?
Fucking hell.
Didn't have any complaints though. It's not like I could do it
'Cause
every
they were all
fucking day.
round yours.
Yeah, probably. Well, next time that might be. So yeah, that went off quite well anyway. I got incredibly drunk, and there's all sorts of videos of me being incredibly drunk. Imagine that. So that was that. And then
Good.
I went on holiday. We spent a week in Newquay, which was lovely because it was beautiful sunny weather the entire week we were in Newquay, as it was here. But here it was 30 degrees and fucking horrible. And down in Newquay it was about 25. Fucking lovely because they had
Oh, yeah.
the sea and the breeze and all that shit.
Swimming?
So-
You go swimming in the sea?
I didn't swim in the sea. I don't really do swimming in the sea. It's a bit
Oh, for
wavy.
goodness
It's
sake.
a bit
Why
wavy.
not? That's the sea.
Yeah.
Waves.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't fancy it. There's too many people on the surfboards, and I was like, yeah, I don't really fancy getting clouted on the head with a surfboard. Although they're supposed to go in certain places, there was a lot of places where there were surfboards. I was like, yeah, mate, I feel like maybe surfing's the way to go here, rather than swimming. There is an area that you're supposed to just swim in bodyboards, but yeah, some days it was. The first couple of days it was pretty quiet, and then fucking Saturday, Sunday it was mental because obviously it's the weekend. But yeah, it started to get busier and busier every day of the week. But it was, yeah, I'd go there again. I'd stay there like and maybe live there because there's
You
stuff
like
to
to
do
do.
in Newquay, and the sea there, the beach and everything. It looks like you're abroad. Fucking sea's just like clear as fuck. I was like, oh, this is not like a classic British sea, which like you go East
Now, why
Coast.
is that? Is that because they've cleared up and stuff,
I don't
or
know. East Coast is like brown. Sea is brown on the East Coast, like fucking round Clacton and all that way. It's just fucking brown. It looks shit. Probably full of shit as well. But yeah, I don't know what it is. That Fistral Beach where they do the surfing, Boardmasters is on a couple of weeks' time over there. They do the surfing there. That's like fucking crystal clear, lush sea. So
Nice.
I don't know what it is, but I think there's quite a few places in Cornwall like that, to be fair. And possibly Devon, don't know.
Yeah, Devon, Durdle Door, all that
Yeah.
round there's like
It's
that.
all lovely.
Weymouth, lovely.
Weymouth's getting a bit far around. It's all right, but the beach is proper pebbly at Weymouth. Whereas the beach here, like, I mean, the tide was big difference in low tide and high tide in terms of how much beach was available in Fistral Beach. Like, when it's high tide, it's literally about 10 metres of beach. When it's low tide, it's about fucking 100 metres of beach. So,
Is it one of those low
well, it's probably a
tides
couple
that,
of hundred metres,
that
actually.
catches people out when it comes in and they can get stranded?
Well, it's it's like 6 hours ish between tides. So there's bits like of the beach where when you go at a certain time, it's between low and high tide. You can walk through and there's just like a beach with some puddles. So it's obviously the water's been there, but like that's the way to the main beach from like where we were, Pentire end. And when the bits of water's in, it's literally like that's just sea and rocks. So it's like you have to like climb over the rocks to get to the beach bit, or you go walk along the beach, top like the cliff sort of path, and there's some paths down further down the beach. But yeah, great, real nice sandy beach. And we're at the opposite end of the beach. There's like beach bar, and full of twats, obviously, including me. But there was a Rick Stein's fish and chip shop, which was not. We didn't go in there because we just looked at the reviews, and it was like overpriced, like 30 quid for fucking fish and chips, that sort of bollocks.
Fuck off.
It might have been £21 for fish and chips, but it's just massively overpriced because it's got
You
his
can
name
still
on it.
You went to Weatherspoons instead,
Funny
did
enough,
you?
he's not there, but just round the back of the same place, there's this place called the Fish House, which hasn't currently got a Michelin star, but it has held Michelin stars in the last sort of 5 years. And so we went there, and that was, I don't really eat fish, but it was pretty fucking great. They all had like crab and prawn linguine for main, and I had hake and barge and spice or something. It was fucking nice. And I had cod tempura tacos to start. They were fucking huge. And I was like, that meal was expensive. But it was worth it because it was very, very nice as a non-fish person. But yeah, we just spent fucking loads of money on food for like a week in Newquay. And then we went to Bath-ish area. Well, the best thing I went to Newquay, go to Cornwall, think of shit roads. No shit roads on the way into Newquay, all proper roads, lovely. Went to Bath, stayed just outside Bath, this place called Killern. And there's loads of fucking single track roads around there. I was like, the fuck? I thought I'd left this sort of shit behind. There's fucking loads of dodgy roads. There's a sinkhole on one of the main roads, that's why we had to get sent down all these shit roads, apparently. Is that right? But Killern, nice little village, stayed in a nice little barn of someone's house. Well, obviously, it wasn't an actual barn, it'd been converted to a reasonable level of accommodation. It wasn't actually like horses and shit in there.
You weren't sleeping on hay.
No. But so that was nice. But Bath, went in there a couple of times. I was like, yeah, it's old, isn't it? It's got some Roman baths, and the rest of it looks like it was built around the same time as most of the shit in London. So
I'm thinking if you go, where have I got to go? I've got a friend of mine coming over in September, and I was thinking about taking him up to somewhere up Niagara way. There's a lot of history there with like the British about the British defending against the Americans and all that sort of stuff, right? So there's a lot of history there, but I mean, I know none of it, and I was seriously considering seeing if he wants to go up that way, and then seeing if I can hire somebody. Is there a local guide who can come with us and hang around with us for a couple of hours and like really just. And that's what you need, right? You need
if you're
someone
interested in that kind of thing, yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, if you're not interested in it, you get that sort of thing. Yeah, it's all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
It was
basically
alright.
what my
'Cause you
opinion of
don't really,
Bath and all surrounding
you're
areas
right,
like.
because you have no real way to appreciate the history that's there without, either doing a ton of research before you go and having the knowledge, or
Well, we went to, like I say, this place Cullen was like 20 minutes from Bath. But the reason I picked it is because the woman that comes in to speak to me at Tesco's been banging on about Castle Combe and Laycock, which are either side basically of where we stayed, or pretty close to where we stayed. And we drove through Castle Combe, and I went, we ain't getting out here. There's fucking loads of idiots walking around. Fuck all to see. There's a racetrack.
Got a lovely racetrack.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Pretty good racetrack. It's on mods on Steam for R Factor and Assetto Corsa and stuff like that. I don't think it's actually. It was in Tokka. It was in Tokka apparently. It was the last time it was officially in a video game, I think. But yeah, it's a pretty cool track. But they don't hold big races there anymore because all the fucking locals can play. Wankers. So yeah, I didn't give that place the time of day really. It's been in fucking Bridgerton and bloody Downton Abbey and all that sort of crap. I just drove around and went, sure looks like a lot of old houses. Not really my scene. And then we went to Laycock and actually parked and went, I walked around for about 10 minutes. I was like, sure looks like a lot of old houses. Not really my cup of tea, but they wanted to go in some shops. We just went into the pub there. The pub was all right, Red Line, and had some food, which was fine.
The pub was all right, but the rest of it was shit.
The rest of it was just old. It was like there's some guy walking, like there was loads of Americans walking around. They obviously love Downton Abbey and all that bollocks. It's in Harry Potter and all sorts, and I'm just like, I haven't watched any of this shit. Don't recognise any of it. Don't give a fuck. But there, that's me, uncultured man. So yeah, Newquay good. Next place, not so good. Had a great pub in Cologne though that we had a great night chatting away to the guy who owns it, and it was cheap. Bizarrely, quite cheap. He was trying to compete with Wetherspoons, despite there not being a Wetherspoons in his village. Funnily enough, because it's like a very small village. But we passed. I meant to research this place. Some barracks. I can't remember. It's got a really weird non-English, old English, as in Girth or something like. Well, Girth sounds a bit wrong. Some fucking weird name, and it was a signals place. Used to be an airfield, clearly, because there's a load of hangars there. But there was no sign of any aircraft activity. But it said electronic warfare. I was like, ooh. What do you reckon that is? It's got a load of radar dishes and that. So I said, that sounds. Are they hackers? Do they have all the hackers or the drone pilots all sitting there? I don't know. But it sounded. You could probably find out exactly what they do there because it's. Apparently, you're just allowed to put all this shit out there.
Maybe you should, because you're the one asking all the questions.
I know. I was like, I meant to fucking look at it before I come up.
I've got all these questions, and I know we can find the answers. How do I get the answers?
I can't do it now. I can't multitask.
Didn't you ask someone in the pub? They would have known.
Yeah,
what about your new buddy?
I was too interested in talking about all the booze.
Dave Weatherspoon or whatever his name is.
No, it wasn't Dave Weatherspoon. I actually didn't get his name, but he was a nice guy. We were supposed to go back yesterday, but we didn't go back yesterday because we came home. Because the kids had fucking had enough of walking around old places. A bit like I had. Well, there we go. So that was that.
It was a good break though.
It was a nice break. I'd go back to Newquay. I'm not going back. Well, I could go back to the other place, but not with the kids. They were just bullshitters, basically. So
what do the kids do when you and your missus are just sitting there boozing away all day?
Watch TikTok. Basically what they fucking do at home. No, they do my daughter's old enough to drink in the pub. My son's not, but it was funny, that pub, because he was like, we got chatting to a couple of the locals in there, and he was like, oh, they were like, where's best to eat, blah 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 around here. We ended up getting a nice curry, but he was like, oh yeah, you can just drive down to the next village and get a great fish and chips, and I was like, I ain't driving down there. I've had about 3 pints. He was like, it's 5 and drive around here. You'll be all right. I was like, I'm not fucking driving.
5 and drive.
He's like, country rules. I was like, do you know what? I'm not even sure I saw a copper in Bath, let alone around here. So, but it'd be just my fucking luck. I was like, no, not fucking doing that. Anyway.
There's so many people around here who still live in that sort of like...
Yeah.
You remember when we got our license and we were all driving our pickup trucks with beers in our laps and all that sort of stuff, and they're like... There's still tons of them out there who think that that's still all right. So you're getting nabbed all the time. They're like, what's the fucking problem, man?
As long as you can walk in a straight line, you're all right. Anyway, I wasn't going to do that, but yeah, it was good crack.
Good.
Met some nice people when I referred Nick. Anyway, where were we? Where did we do this? I think I went and watched a movie that week. We were in Newquay because one of the days was a bit cloudy, so we went. And it might have been the day that was really fucking hot, and we were like, let's go there somewhere cool. So I went and watched the F1 movie. That was me, my son, and my wife. My daughter didn't fancy it. And it's the biggest pile of bollocks you'll ever watch about
Yeah, I
F1.
thought it might be.
But it was fun and entertaining. It was just so far-fetched and unbelievable, all of that.
What is it? I haven't heard of this.
It's Brad Pitt.
Got Brad Pitt.
He's a sort of former F1 prodigy who had a massive crash, was never quite the same, and his teammate from back in the old days now runs the Formula One team. And Sonny Hayes, Brad Pitt's character, is he's just been this travel. What do you call it when you have a footballer who goes everywhere? Fucking. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Gun for hire.
Yeah, sort of. He's just
Journeyman.
journeyman.
That's
the man. That's the word. That's the word. He's like a journeyman of motor racing. He just fucking moves from one thing to another. And now his mate comes back and says, "I want you to come and race for my team. I've got this kid. He's brilliant, but I need someone to come and."
Who's the kid then? That's who's the up-and-coming star?
His name is the real name, actor's name, Damson Idris. I don't know if he's been in anything. I assume he's been in.
He is. He's something. He's something to do with. I think he's the son of another actor. Yeah.
Well, it's Idris Elba is the only time I've ever heard the name Idris, but that's obviously the other way. That's his first.
Yeah,
name.
no, the other way around. Yeah, no, they said who it was the other week because he was at the British Grand Prix.
Yeah.
So they were doing the big thing there.
Well, they've been a couple of times,
They
obviously,
said
because they filmed loads of this film at the British Grand Prix and multiple others. There's literally all the fucking Formula One drivers in the background, coming and slapping him on the back and stuff in press. It's funny, it's good, and it is a bit funny, but in terms of any sort of realism, I was like, this is complete shit. This is not going to happen. No way this shit happens. But because they had a complete bag of shit car, and Brad Pitt fucking sweet talks the engineer woman who's and she just comes up with a new car. Basically, it's basically changes one piece on the car, bit of aero, and all of a sudden their car is brilliant.
Suddenly,
it's just such a load of shit.
And 50 extra horsepower.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, it was enjoyable. It was not a shit film, but it's the biggest pile of bollocks you've ever seen. Anyway.
All right, you took that bullet for us. Thank you.
Yeah, it's worth watching. I'd say it was a good spectacle.
Be on Sky
good
in a
action
couple of
movie.
weeks.
Oh, I don't know about that. Might be a Disney. They're not doing Disney. I think there's loads of stuff about Disney and F1, so I reckon it's that probably.
Oh, okay.
Got around to watching Pulp Fiction again, except I didn't finish it. It's a fucking long film, that. It's 2.5 hours. Got to the point where Bruce Willis kills Vince Vega. Spoilers.
Fucking hell. Now I don't have to watch it.
That's is that at the end of the film? It's not. It doesn't happen at the end of the film. I can't remember which order it all goes in. It's a bit fucked up, but it was still entertaining. That film. Well, like I say, my daughter, she had enough, and I was like, I can't watch anymore. I'm fucked. It was a long day.
Money well spent then.
Yep, my $3.50 or whatever it cost. And I did find I had a DVD of it in a sleeve. I said about that. When I was flicking through my old CDs and DVDs, went, oh look, there's Pulp Fiction on DVD. I've forgotten I had that. Anyway, obviously. So I started watching some new TV show. Well, newish. It's been out and finished. Death Valley. Don't know if you've heard of this. It's Timothy Spall. You probably know who he is. He's been around a bit. And he plays a grumpy old sort of retired actor who's in a sleepy little Welsh village. And he played this guy, Caesar. He was like a TV detective. He was most famous role. And then something happens, a murder, or maybe it's not a murder. Don't think it's a murder. I think it's a suicide. But he's like a nosy neighbour. And one of the young cops goes to knock on his door because she sees him at the curtains and thinks, oh, he might know something. So she goes and has a chat, and she's like this guy's biggest fan ever. So it's all like, oh, he becomes like her helper in all these cases. And it's pretty funny, pretty good. I liked it. What I watched of it. It's a bit stupid in places, but it was fun. It's like sort of Mickey taken, but I liked what
I
I
feel
watched. I
like
watched
it's
about 3
in the
episodes.
same sort of vein as what was the one that you
Ludwig.
were watching? Yeah, Ludwig. Yeah, so that's what the British do best, right?
Yeah,
Some fucking curmudgeonly old fucking police sergeant, detective, or whatever, fucking jabbed by the youthfulness and
yeah.
quirkiness of all his co-workers and shit like that. And
Well, like I say, he was an
I'm
actor,
sure
but
there's a gag
similar.
in there about him not being able to use his phone or something. We've seen it 100 times.
Can't remember. But yeah, it's all right. It's good. Anyway, I recommend watching
All
it.
right.
You can
Okay.
check that out.
Cool.
Your missus might watch that with you. There's a
Yeah,
new
yeah,
thing
yeah,
that's
yeah. No,
started on
that's something
BBC this
that's a
week
Mrs. Alert one. Yeah.
called Bookish. It's got, what's his name, Mark Gatlis in it.
Bookish.
Yeah, that started this week. I haven't watched that yet, but that's getting some good reviews. Um, good dog in it, apparently. So
Okay.
you might want to watch. Make sure Samson's not in it. It's a big
Yeah,
dog.
right. Okay.
But that's I've done loads, so that's about it. I can't go on anymore. I bore everyone. If you're still listening, well done.
No, that's great. Thank you, Neil.
Arnie did
Very
sub
much.
again. Thank you very much, Arnie.
Thanks, Arnie.
And he says Dave is looking a bit different tonight.
Pilch, you got anything you've been up to add?
I ain't done much. Oh, I set up me Ring doorbell and me cameras. I said I'd bought last week.
Oh yeah.
Set them up. Turned out to be a job. It'd be a 5-minute thing, but I
How
decided.
Sorry, how do they? Are they compatible with
Well,
your Apple stuff, or is that what's causing issues?
oh no, you have to use the
It's all Amazon, isn't it?
Ring app. Yeah, Amazon. Yeah. Well, I decided to wire them for power
Yeah.
because I bought battery ones, and then I started hearing people saying, "Oh, no, you last a fucking week, and then you got to take it off and charge it." And I thought, oh, I can't be fucking doing with that shit. So I bought plug, normal, just plug it in the plug power pack for the doorbell, and get a Ring one. It comes, it's just like, well, it's fucking 20 quid, but because it was a genuine Ring one. Anyway, so I thought you'd leave the battery in, and on the back of the doorbell, it's got two little screws, a plus and a minus. And the cable, it's only a tiny little thin thing. And then at the end, it hasn't got like a big plug on the end. It just literally's got two little sort of forks that you loosen off the screws at the back, just tap them in and screw them up. So the tiny little wires. So I thought, I've got a hole through my wall, right by where the plug socket is, by the front door, where my internet comes in, my fibre cable. So I thought, I've just thread that through that little hole with where the fibre cable comes in, and pull it out the other side and plug it in. Job done. Fucking would that go through that hole? Would that fuck? Got a bit of wire, pushed a bit of wire through, the like metal wire, so it was not very flexible. Pushed that through the hole, put a bit of tape around the wires and try to pull it through. Would that go through? Would that fuck? So then I thought, I've got a socket for my phone line because we don't use the analog phone line anymore because that's no
Yeah.
good because it's all digital.
Yeah.
That got a socket on the master socket on the wall. The wire goes through the wall, goes somewhere else, comes out the bottom, outside the house and goes down a hole. So I thought I'll use that wire instead. So I took the master socket off, got the wires, connected my wires up to it. Thought I'll just pull that through. Will that fucking come through there? That fuck. You'd think that'd be a nice little straight line. Just be able to pull that old wire out, wouldn't you? That won't go nowhere. So I thought, right, I won't do that then.
It'll be
I'll just
cemented
drill
in,
a
do you think?
hole. I'll just drill a hole through the wall.
Just like that.
Yeah. So
Nothing better than drilling holes through your house wall.
our walls are double breeze block and then a brick facade. So it's basically 3 bricks plus obviously the cavity, and then it's rendered on the outside.
Yeah.
It's about that thick, but it's all right because I've got a few bibs and bobs, and I've always had a fucking drill bit. It's about that long.
Right.
So I thought that'll be easy. I'll just drill a hole through there. Easy. Then I just tie the wires, tape the wires to the drill bit, pull it back through. Job done. Apart from, I drilled the hole from the outside in, and I thought, oh yeah, that's gone right through. And when I went indoors, there's a fucking bit of plaster about this big that come off with the
Oh
drill.
no.
So
Wow.
yeah, so I had to replaster a great. It's behind a cabinet. My missus would never see it. I thought, should
Just
I
cover
just
it up.
push the cabinet back up
That's
and
like the
leave it?
hole
Oh, fuck no.
I drilled for my Apple TV. It's in the floor behind the cupboard. My wife has no idea. I've drilled a big hole in the floor.
Well, I've got a hole behind behind the mirror in the hall because I hate drilling holes or putting nails in anyway. I just fucking hate doing it because it just fucks up lovely brand new walls, especially in a new build. But there's a lovely mirror in our. Anyway, I've got all the wires done, lovely, done it, and I've replastered. I just got a bit of plaster and plastered it, and I'll give it a lick of paint. But anyway, so I've got a lovely mirror in my hallway. Little does she know, behind that wall, there's one little masonry nail that goes in that wall, but around it, there's a great big hole.
Nice.
I just put that mirror back up. When we move, she's
Yeah,
going to
worry
take
about
that
it
mirror
later.
down and
Oh,
go,
what happened there? Did you take that off a bit
"Fuck's
hard?
that?"
Yeah.
So there's basically this lovely little masonry nail. That's only a tiny little thing with a little head, just dinged in, and then around it about fucking 3 inches. There's no plaster. Never
Nice.
mind, it don't matter. So I done all that. Then I've got a camera on the back of the garage, and I wanted to wire that, but the nearest plug socket in the garage is about 20 foot away. So I went on eBay and just bought a USB charger cable thing. Um, but it turns out that the thing I bought is only like a cheap Chinese old shit thing. It's not enough voltage for it to. You charge the battery in the camera, but it's not enough voltage for it to think that it's hardwired.
Right.
So it will constantly charge the battery, which is fine because I just didn't want to keep having to take a battery out and charge it up. But if you pay a certain subscription with Ring, you can have 24-hour 24/7 recording. So it literally records all the time. But they'll only do that if if it thinks it's on a mains cable
Right.
and it thinks it's plugged into a solar charger at the moment because it's not enough power.
Right.
But so I did some investigating. It's only a USB, where you just get a plug, you plug it in, then you get a USB and plug that into the thing. So I found out that if you've got an old um, iPad charger, the 7 watt one, that's enough amperage for it to think that it's
Yeah.
plugged
Well,
into
the
the
new ones are
mains.
like 20 watts, I think. Right?
Yeah, well, if you've got an old one, where they were 7.5.
Mm.
So if you've got any of the HD ones, before that they were just normal little 5 watt plugs, weren't they? Same as what you're
Yeah.
like the old, just normal little old plug-in thing. They're all 5 watt, but they're only 2.1 amps, and it's got to be 2.9 amps apparently for it to think that you've plugged it into a 240 volt. So I've got one of them somewhere. So at some point I'll go in the garage and
Do you want it? You're not going to
plug
pay a
that in.
subscription fee, are you?
Well, it's only £8 a month.
£8
Only
quid.
£2.
Only?
But you
Fucking
get other
hell.
right. So if you just buy a Ring doorbell or camera and don't pay any subscription, you can't save any video. And so my phone will ring and say
Does that
either there's
annoying
someone,
tone?
right? Yeah, it's detected motion and it'll tell me, and I can look at it. Or someone will ring the bell and it'll tell me, and I can look at it. If you miss the notification, you can't see the person that was at the door because it doesn't save any video. If you
Isn't
get a
that
notification and you go live straight away, you can see and talk to them. But if someone comes to your door, presses your bell, and fucks off, and you haven't seen it on your phone, you can't wind it back and look at it, see who it was, or see if someone's
so?
climbing
All
over
this
your
footage that
fence.
people are posting from their Ring doorbells, they all have They all have subscription accounts
Yes,
for that.
you can pay $5.99 for one device. So most people have only just got a doorbell, and that will save footage for 180 days. But if you have more than one device, you've got to pay more money.
What do you need it for
Right.
So,
180 days?
well, because if someone breaks into your house or you need evidence to the insurance company or blah blah blah, then you can go back and keep it, can't you?
Surely,
Or
though,
you can post it
if you
on
know you've
you can
been
post it
busted
on
into,
Instagram.
it's probably going to be
You can make an
within the last
Instagram
week
film.
or so, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but it's if you don't have
Yeah,
anything
look,
at
hey, look,
all,
you never know, right? There you go. There we
you
go.
never know.
Mr. Kahuna. We're investigating a case from a few years. We heard that there's some people they were targeting fiestas in your area.
Yeah.
We believe they were
It was
particularly
me.
active about three months ago. Do you have
But
any
the
doorbell
thing I
footage
do
we
like
can
about
review?
it is you can talk to even with your camera. If someone comes around into my back garden now towards the back door, you can talk to them and you can press a button that'll bring a siren. So it would like be an alarm.
So you
And
keep
hopefully
doing that
they'll
to your
just
missus, do you?
hopefully. Oh, every time my kids come up to the door, I put it on microphone and say, "What the
What do
fuck
they
are you
thank you?
doing home?" But
I
they
see the
keep,
value in that.
but we've only had it a week, and the fuckers keep pressing the doorbell every time they come in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
little
there's
bastards.
alternatives to Ring. I think, like I know, I was looking at. I've got like TP Link stuff, Tapo,
Yeah.
and some of their stuff you can put like a micro SD card in, and it will
Mhm.
record onto the SD card, or
Yeah.
you can pay a
Yeah.
subscription
No
for them
subscriptions.
to
Yeah.
do it like cloud based.
Yeah. Google's, they're all the same price. They're all £4, £5, £6. It's not huge. How much? It was £2 a week. What the fuck's that?
Right.
Spend that on a
That's Disney Plus,
bag of
mate.
Haribos or something. Oh, I've got free months of that at the moment. Don't know quite
Mine's
how I
running
got
out
that,
soon.
but I did. Is it? Yeah. Well, that leads me on perfectly. I've started watching the fuck's sake, Star Wars. What's
Andor.
his name? Andor.
I
I
watched the first episode of that.
of the second series.
No, the first series.
Oh Christ! No, I'm on the second series now. It was all right. I hadn't got a fucking clue what was going on from the first one. It's been so long. I should have watched a couple of them just to
There's usually a
gen
recap
back up
in
on
there
it.
at the beginning.
Yeah. But it's good. Yeah. First episode. It's quite a slow thing, isn't it? There's not a lot of action in it. Quite a slow series, but it's
People
nice
died in the
just to
first
sit.
episode of the first series.
No.
He killed a guy,
Oh
accidentally
yeah,
punched him in
yeah
his
they
throat,
did.
didn't
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
he?
But
Didn't know his own
yes,
strength.
it's quite a nice, just little. So it's not all full of action and blood and guts and sex and whatever, is there? It's quite a
It's
easy
Disney.
watch. Yeah. So I've started that. I was gonna started it quite late. We got to about 11 o'clock. We thought, oh, did we want to sit and watch another one? No, not really. So that's all right. There's not a lot on Disney, is there? It's
There's
a
a
bit
lot
like
of stuff on
Apple TV. Yeah, but nothing that you ain't seen. If you've seen
there.
it, there's not a lot of new content. It doesn't seem to. Apple TV as well. It's not like Netflix. Every
You
fucking
don't need
day
to have it
something
all the
new's
time.
coming on.
Yeah, that's one of those
No,
things you have.
no.
Like,
Get
pay
it
your
cheap for 3
£10 of
months
club
and
card
then
vouchers or whatever for Disney and watch it for
yeah,
3 months and then not
yeah.
get it again
That's
for a
what I
while.
do with that. I do that with that and with Apple TV as well. I haven't had
Yeah, you
Paramount.
can
I
just
had
wait.
Paramount.
Oh, that's bollocks.
Yeah, well, I only got it for Halo. Watched the Halo, and there's been fuck all on since then.
Well, there's basically been fuck all on it forever then. So,
Halo was good. I like that. Did you not watch it?
no,
I tried.
you just watched it for the butt
No?
scene and then you didn't bother watching it.
Yeah. I think I watched the first
Uh,
episode introduction or opening of the first episode twice and still didn't get on with it.
I thought it was quite good. I don't think there's anything else. No, that's it. Been a very slow week for me.
What have you been doing, Mr. Moores?
Can't say I've been up to much actually. I had the football. I mean, my weekend, it was so hot last weekend. I wasn't really going to be getting out anywhere. I really was just stuck inside with the dog for Saturday and Sunday. I think Saturday. Wasn't overly happy about that. I felt like it was a bit of a waste of a day. But honestly, it was so hot. You're not going anywhere. I can't walk the dog because it was too hot during the day.
Got him
So I
some
just
dog
hung out.
cocks.
Some dog. Well, it's not
Have you
really.
heard
I
about
mean,
this?
honestly, it's no. I don't want to know.
In the Club World Cup,
Really.
the I guess it's the police dogs. The police forces had crocs on their dogs so they could not burn their feet
Yeah.
in the heat.
Yeah, it wasn't so that. I mean, it's just been so hot and humid, right? And I take him out for a walk, and he's just beaten down straight away, particularly if the sun is on him as well. So, I've been taking him out this week. Actually, is what I have been doing is moving into summer hours. So I've been taking him out for walks really early in the morning, like 6 in the morning. Go out do
Yeah.
a few miles or whatever. It's nice. I like it. And then take him out in the evening. Sunday I watched the football, so that was cool. That was my Sunday sorted out. That was nice. What else have I been doing? We had the plumbers in. They didn't find the problem.
Is that a euphemism? Or is
No, it's not, unfortunately. No, just the actual plumbers did come in, but they did. So we get a little bit of backup every now and then in our sink in the basement, and we're trying to figure out why that is. We think it may be a block in one of the pipes on one of the branches.
Down the toilet.
No, I don't know what it is. They couldn't really figure it out. They did a bit of snaking or whatever to see if it would unblock anything or if it would,
There's a
if they
giant
pulled the
fat
snake
bird
out
in
and
your
there was,
drain.
yeah, well, they said that could be something, but they didn't really find out. So we'll monitor that. But I did say, you know what, my water pressure seems to have been low recently as well. And they said, oh, does it happen when you open 2 taps? If you open one tap, is it fine? And then you open another one, is it the pressure suddenly drop? And I went, you know what? I think that is what's happening. They say that's probably your water softener. So the water softener is starting, the media resin in the water softener starts to break down after a while, needs to be replaced. So it's another job. So I went and bought the resin.
Does everyone have a softener over there? Is like they all
they're
houses
far
like
more
installed with one?
They're far more popular here than they are in the UK. I think that's for 2 reasons. One is the houses are a lot newer and they have basements, so it's far easier to put one in. So like I have a water softener, it's just sitting down in the corner of my basement. And they're much more common. I think they're probably less expensive. They're pretty much, I mean, I don't remember. My parents put a water softener in their house, but I mean, they should have done it 40 years ago, right? They only just did it recently. They live, but anyway, where we are, the water is super hard. So I got that to do this weekend. I got to pull the water softener out and replace the media inside. That shouldn't be too bad a job, but it'll save me a ton of money doing it myself. So I don't know.
Just
I've
had
been driving
a quote
around.
for the water softener, 1,400 quid.
Put one in?
Yeah, because my house is 7 years old, and 3 months ago we had to have our immersion element replaced in the cylinder.
Right.
And he said it's gone because it's fucking absolutely caked in limescale.
You use an immersion heater
and
to your water?
No, we don't. But if it goes wrong, you have to. It was started leaking, and basically because it had all furred up around the seal, it was leaking. So he pulled it out and said, "That's fucked. 300 quid. By the way, your cylinder is going to be going in about 2 years." He reckoned everybody on this estate, all their cylinders last 5 to 7 years, and then they need replacing. If you get a water softener now, it's the same price as a cylinder, but it will disperse all the scale that's in it now. So you might not have to buy a new one. So I said, how much is that? And he said, 1,400 quid fitted. It's only a little thing goes in your. They reckon
affects your water pressure and stuff.
Yeah, but we've got all fancy pressurized system in the loft anyway. Got about 20. It's fucking great big box with about 20 pipes coming out of it. So as it's all new shit anyway. It's all
It
pretty
means it won't last much more than 10 years anyway.
fancy Dan. Probably not. No, but obviously you put it wherever it comes into your house, which is usually under the sink. But you can't have your main tap has to bypass it, doesn't it? Because you can't
Cold.
drink softened
Yeah.
water.
No.
Yeah.
What?
So
You can't? We drink it
can't
all
drink.
day long.
Do you?
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
I think it's the
depends
law
how
here.
you soften it, I guess. There are different ways to soften
Salt.
water. Yeah.
Just salt.
Salt. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's like some fucking ionic I can't remember. There's some way you can
I don't
do it
know.
elsewhere.
I think the British has a lot of stricter laws on some of their water provision.
Yeah, I
as well,
don't
because
think you can have it on your drinking tap. You got to have one tap that's not.
Because of the fluoride, probably. The shit that you're supposed to consume.
Fuck knows. Anyway, so yeah,
mind
so I know how much
control
it's going to
drugs
cost.
that they put in the water.
That's right. So yeah, so I got water softener that's going on. Took my son driving on the highway for the first time this week, so that was pretty cool. His driving's going well.
So he's allowed to drive on his own, right?
Yes, yeah.
But
So
you
he takes my car out all the time, but I don't think he's allowed on the highway on his own for the next year or two. I think he has to be with a
highway is a motorway. Is that what you're saying? Not basic.
Yeah, motorway. Yeah. So anyway, just trying to get him up, get his confidence up, and smoothness and his driving smoothness and whatever. He's getting there. He's doing well. So that's been
You got a stick
good.
or an auto?
Auto.
They all autos.
Auto.
You don't get sticks, do you? Really?
You do, yes. A lot of the four bangers, the little Mazda 3s and whatever, Fiestas and whatever we have over here, you can find those with sticks. Some of his friends are driving sticks.
We have it over here. If you pass auto, you can't drive a stick. So is that a thing?
Yeah, it's not the same here. No.
It's like here's this thing you've never used before. Fuck it, go on, crack on.
That's
mate.
right. Away you go. Yeah.
Clutch. Yeah. What the? They're just like yamming it into first gear, no clutch back.
That's not going to be a problem soon anyway, because 90% of the cars now are automatics. And electric ones are
full
electrics. They're all
no gears.
Automatic. So you've got gears on electric. So the question is, if you drove an electric car in your test, can you drive a fucking automatic?
I assume so. They probably work incredibly similar. Although some electrics, you only have one pedal.
Yeah, there was Gary was sent over a story of somebody who failed the test in the electric car because the examiner didn't have to accommodate some different functions, or I think it was tied to the regenerative braking or something like that, right? Or I mean, they just generally operate a little bit differently. But anyway, we digress.
Yeah, you take your foot off the gas, it basically starts braking.
Yeah.
If you've got the high regen on.
Yeah. Anyway, it looks like I've shut down my show notes here. Hang on 2 seconds. Right. So anyway, anything else? Was that? Fuck. Look, let's. I don't have anything else. Anyone got anything else there? Should we move on to games?
I think we've waffled on quite a long time. Right. Lads.
Yeah. Look, Neil, when you get started on the games, if you don't mind, I just got to go feed my dog. No one's here. I'm on my own, so I got to go feed doggy.
He doesn't actually want to hear what you've got to say.
No.
You start talking now, I'm fucking off.
Well,
Coach knows.
Hurry up. So just before I went away, I managed to finish Doom: The Dark Ages. I was trying to finish it before the last show I was on. Couldn't quite get to the end, but I finally ticked that one off just before I went away. I only had probably half an hour left. I had to do the final fight. Final fight was fairly easy, actually, I thought, compared to a lot of the other stuff that had happened in the game. You get the worst it gets is when there's just fucking tons of enemies around and you're getting big enemies and it's the little fuckers that get you because you're focused on the big ones and you're like trying to parry all their massive powerful attacks and you're doing all that successfully, and then you take a hit from the big enemy and then some little fucking minion appears next to you and just goes gives you a little love tap and you're dead. And you're like, you bastard.
What level were you playing it on?
What was it? Ultra Violence, was it? I think it was called.
So I just left it on the normal.
I don't know if I changed it. I thought Ultra Violence was just the normal. I can't remember now. It wasn't the hardest level that I could have picked for sure.
So how many times did you die?
fuck knows loads.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I said last week, I only remember dying a couple of times. Quite a few times, I either fell off
You don't really die though if you
the
fall off,
map.
do you? It just respawns you back
No,
in.
yeah. So I don't. I think I only died about 2 or 3 times in the whole game.
You
I
must
fell
have got
off
a
a
different
fucking
map
map a
than me.
lot of times.
Yeah.
I must. I reckon you've waked it up one because I put it on the standard one. You must have pushed it up one.
I think I can't even remember. It was such a. It was definitely called Ultraviolence, but I honestly don't remember where it sat among the
Is
difficulty
this
levels.
Doom? Because I
Yeah.
put Doom on normal setting and I'm definitely dying. So
Really?
yeah. Well, I think I
Hmm.
put it on normal setting. I don't know, but I've
I
definitely
didn't.
died
I
a few
didn't
times.
tweak any difficulties or anything like that. I didn't change any of the enemies or speed or all that shit. I just put it on Ultraviolence and went with that, as far as I remember. Maybe I'll boot it up and have a double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Anyway, thoroughly enjoyed that game all the way through.
Yeah.
Didn't really kept us doing enough fresh all the time to keep it interesting, give something new to deal with. And the main mechanics never got old.
No, it's bloody brilliant.
So it's
But the
satisfying.
maps were good.
Yeah.
The maps and because there's a lot of ledges and up and downs, weren't there? Different levels. I thought it was very good. There's nothing I couldn't think of anything that was not good about it. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, I'd agree. Very, very good game. And didn't pay for it, so even better.
No.
I mean, Game Pass, that's like, if you get a game on Game Pass that you click with and you actually get on with, it's great. There's a lot of games that you play. Like I think, don't know if you said last week or before, you've said, if you play it for 5-10 minutes and you don't get on with it, it's like bin it off. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
Just move on to the next one. There's a lot of stuff's hitting recently that looks a bit foddery. I've got to be honest. But every couple of months, something juicy's come along recently. Like
Yeah.
I've had Avowed and I've had Doom out of the last 6 months that I've put fuck tons of hours in, probably like 60, 70 hours between them. So that's pretty good bang for your buck when I don't pay for it at all.
I mean, must have got a good 30, 40 hours out of Blueprints. And
I had that
I will say this. So Mike, I think I'm closely aligning with Mike Chin on gaming right now. I don't know what it is. I think it was the Blueprints that did it. And I was listening to the Veteran Gamers last night. And I'd started the Altars. Did you play the Altars? I can't remember. Did
I
you start
started it, and briefly mentioned it on the show because I'd literally played it for about half an hour.
You probably did exactly what I did. Got to the surface, created some nodes or whatever, mined something, and then that was probably about it.
I created my first claim is where I got to, and I had the conversations with that.
Okay, so I haven't done that yet.
No, I did all that, and I was like, okay, it's interesting, it's different, blah, blah. Then a whole load of nonsense kicked off about all the generative AI they'd used. And I was a bit like, not too sure about this, but I don't know what the deal with that is anymore.
Well, I was into Veteran Gamers, and Mike was saying how he pretty much spoke of it, how I had experienced it so far, and then he fell into I've now got 67 hours or whatever into it, or 67 event days or whatever, however it's measured. So I've got a sneaking, and I didn't uninstall it, so I'm going to go back to that, and I've got a sneaking suspicion that I can get that to catch, right, and then I'll really get into it. He was really talking highly of it. So anyway, the point being that, Blueprints, if I can get this to catch as well, I mean, I'm getting my money's out of Game Pass for sure. Easy for the year. No worries.
Yeah, well, it's like Gears of War remastered.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Or whatever, coming up. First one remastered again. They're doing The Last of Us with that. I think it's the Microsoft's Last of Us. They keep remastering Gears of War.
Have they remastered it before?
Gears of War's had an Ultimate Edition or whatever it was before.
What's Xbox this though? Is this like a whole new reskinning?
This is redone, I think, in a new like Unreal 5 or whatever.
Okay.
So it's going to look.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for a bit of nostalgia.
Yeah,
and it's on PlayStation.
Yeah. And Helldivers is coming to Xbox on the same day as Gears of War.
Cats are sleeping with dogs.
That's not going to be in the Game Pass, I don't think. Yeah. So anyway, what was we saying? Doom was great. The Alters is on the list of things to go back to. You got any other games?
I can talk. I mean, it's not as though I've never talked about Hunt before, but my Hunt experience this week is probably worth a shout because we've got an event going. I've been playing a lot with Matt, playing a lot with you guys, and
Not with me,
playing.
'cause I ain't been here.
No, but we have been playing a lot even before you went away. Anyway, we got into the power mooching, which is basically when we are trying to level up and prestige. We know how we're getting loadouts together and hunters together that are absolutely totally designed and developed around remaining inconspicuous on the map and just collecting the points posters and killing the AI. It's a ignoring the P of the PvPvE, and just doing PvE really.
Or,
So I got into
doing
that.
your best to avoid the P's.
Yeah, doing your best to avoid the P's and just like rack up points. And so I got into a real good mindset. At one point last week, I was really chugging and I was prestiging. You know, for about 3 or 4 days, I prestiged each day on the trot, right? So I added up 3 or 4 prestiges. And then I did think I'm getting a bit of fatigue on this, right? Of continually jumping in and just mooching around and trying to avoid people or whatever. And then I played yesterday, took this character out, high level character. He was earning me a bunch of points, but he didn't have death cheat. And fucking just I knew I'd heard someone and I just ducked behind this thing. You know, my sixth sense. I knew I'd heard someone or felt like there was someone there, and he just fucking beamed me, nailed me in the head, and just set me on fire straight away. Fucking killed me, and I lost this high level hunt. Honestly, and I felt crestfallen when it had happened. You know, almost sick in my stomach that I lost this hunter and was killed like that. Even though I'm continually killing people like that myself all the time, right, and have no remorse for it whatsoever. I shot some poor guy who was collecting a poster the other day. I just shot an arrow into his back, threw a Molotov on top of him, and then killed him when he got back up again.
As you
And
do.
felt joyous about that. But then I was absolutely gutted when it happened to me, and felt like I was going to be sick. And it was a real sort of. It knocked me out of my funk. Do you know what I mean? It slapped
So
me
much
back
so
into
that
reality.
you came back and played with me the same day.
Right, but I came back with you and we were playing more normal games, right? And it was like I can't keep doing it. It's so perverted, just going around collecting posters and just not playing the game the way it's meant to be played. Yeah, so it was a little bit of a roller coaster of emotion on Hunt this week. So we played last night. I think we had a good game, a couple of good games last night, didn't we?
Ended on a bit of a sour note, but there we go.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
It always ends that way. Well, not always, but it can quite often. That can be the fuck it, I can't be asked anymore when you have a shit game.
Yeah.
We'd had a few good ones before then. Got some nice.
I haven't been playing anything else though.
No. Pilch?
I have got 2 games to talk about.
Is one of them Call of
The
Duty?
first, no, you played this. You both played this, in fact. I think you may have paid money for this, but it came on Game Pass today. RoboCop.
Oh, really? Because I refunded
Yes.
it. Excellent.
Well,
Oh,
I haven't paid
perfect.
money for it either.
No wonder it got deeply discounted.
The cheeky
Okay.
bastards. Could have told you it was coming to
RoboCop.
Game Pass before it was on sale, eh?
This is why I don't buy games anymore, because it's going to come eventually.
Yeah, right.
Okay, right. RoboCop. So, I think everyone's familiar with what RoboCop is. I don't have to explain that to anybody. So basically, as you know, it starts off that you're there's a TV crew. You're doing the news. They're going through all this bad stuff that's going on in the world, and all of a sudden, someone comes in and hijacks the news reel and starts, just like a gang, starts chucking
Wasn't that like? Didn't they do that in the second one? It was
Possibly.
like
think so, yeah. So, and then there's a little. It's all video. It's all they're just sort of saying there's this big new guy that's coming in, baddie, that's sort of moving in on the city, and they want to this gang want to be part of it, and they're broadcasting to the area to say, oh, any drugs, any this, any that, we'll run it all for you, blah blah blah. And they take these hostages. So the police move in, and Mr. Robocop arrives, Mr. Murphy, and he goes in with his girlfriend, yeah, girlfriend, isn't it?
Lewis.
Or his partner, and they go into the TV studios, and basically you have to shoot all the baddies and save the camera crew and the hostages and whatever. And the actual RoboCop, he looks very good. His rendering, his character looks like brilliant. It's all shiny but all the other characters look shit in comparison. It looks like they've half-assed the rest of the
Yeah, it's a bit.
characters.
It's definitely not AAA.
No, it does
It's
look quite
it's
nice,
not,
but the
but
characters are not great.
they're
The
not
acting's
great. But
fucking terrible.
it's got
Well,
that
have you seen the
RoboCop.
film?
I
It's
have
got the
seen the film,
RoboCop
yeah, but
aesthetic, though, hasn't it? Like
yes,
that
yes.
it does that very well.
I feel like it's
Right,
quite
this is the
faithful
bit
to
I
the
don't
movie.
like. It's too ploddy. It's too slow.
It's too much like RoboCop.
And yeah, it needs. I don't know.
He has a
I
sprint, but
played the
it's still
first.
just a
I
quite
played the
bit
first
of a
bit.
fast
Got
stint.
into the police station, which is your little hub area. They start chucking silly little bloody things at you to just pop down there and go and see so and so at the range. And when you get halfway there, you talk to someone who wants you to open their locker for them. What the fuck's that all about?
Story.
And he goes in, yeah, click, 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 past the story. Then you do all them little bits and pieces. Then you get in your car and off you go, and you're in the streets. It's dark. It's the middle of there's something. Right, you're patrolling the streets, and I come across there's a main marker to go to, but then I come across this crime scene, and you have to go around the crime scene and analyze. Yeah, I've turned it off. Fucking shit. It's too slow. It's just
Yeah.
plodding along. I know that's dum, dum, dum. I know that's how he walks and how he moves and but it's so slow. It's not great. I'm not going to carry it. I'm not going to play anymore of it.
I might have a go of it
Sorry.
again. I played the. I think
How
I
far
played the
did you
demo
get?
ages ago. I haven't got. I've not
Right.
played it. I played the demo absolutely.
Okay.
ages
I
ago.
didn't even finish the I don't think I finished the. Maybe I rescued the people in the TV thing, but that's when I stopped playing.
It's quite
I
funny
didn't get
though.
any further than that.
It does. It's like pretty stupid. Like you can grab people by the neck and then just fucking launch them across the fucking.
Right.
Yeah,
Did you try and do a melee? His arm comes down and it goes like that to punch people. It fucking looks shit. It's so shit. All the guns feel exactly the same, just that their fire rate is different.
There's only one
Pistol
gun worth
fits-
having anyway.
his gun, right?
Is triple, is triple pistol thing, yeah. But so I picked up AK-47, I picked up a Uzi, and they all sound the same, feel the same. There's no substance to it. There's no need to pick up other weapons other than they have a better fire rate. Nah, I'm not going to carry on playing that. Sorry, rubbish.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's not for
Fair
everyone.
enough.
But what I have played for a considerable amount of time,
Ooh.
Barbie Project Friendly.
Shut up.
That what? Can't write.
I did.
No.
I said this was one of your. Where's this ad review written all over it when I saw it come up on fucking Game Pass. What's it called?
Played it for nearly Barbie Project Friendly.
That sounds wrong, mate.
Okay.
All right.
So
We're gonna. Okay. Are you sure it's not
Was it
Barbie Project Friendship?
friendship. Perhaps I ran out of space on me. Yeah, friendship. Ran out of space on me. Bit of paper. That's what happens when you use a bit of paper. Right. So you play at the moment two characters. They're both
Barbie,
Barbies.
Anybody who's
No.
tuning in now, right? This is not the three of us discussing Barbie. This is Pilch discussing Barbie, okay? And we're just
Right.
listening.
So there's a blonde white Barbie called Malibu, and there's a black Barbie called Brooklyn, and they are going on a road trip in their little car to
Is Brooklyn
the.
street savvy from the city?
She's just a
And
normal,
Malibu's glitzy.
normal young lady. They're just normal young ladies, Americans. And they are heading to a Malibu Waves, which is a resort.
sounds like something in Outrun.
No, you're just driving along. You're not doing anything. This is just the first cutscene. And then Malibu's mum texts you, says, "How you getting on? Do you know where to go?"
Answering the phone while you're driving, Barbie.
There's two of them. I'm assuming they're paying
Brooklyn's
attention
driving,
to
and
all
actually,
the local bylaws of wherever they are. California. I'm assuming it's California or somewhere. Anyway, so they arrive at this resort and they go to ring the doorbell. Oh dear, doorbell's not working.
not
That's
paid their
because the bell's
subscription.
missing. The fucking bell's missing, isn't it? So you have to go and find 3 bits of a bell.
Uh-oh.
So you wander around, collect your bits of bell, bring it back, fix the bell, press the doorbell. Lady comes to the door. Letty.
Oh my god.
Letty. Just look, I'm just laying it out for you.
I know
So
you
Letty
are. I'm more than aware of that.
Letty opens the door.
Yeah,
Who
we
are
have
you?
standards here. Come on, where you better be going somewhere with this.
It's going somewhere. So Letty lets you in. You start looking around. Oh dear, this place looks a bit fucking run down and shit. Well, turns out
Typical Barbie.
Letty's been letting it go. It's
Is that
been
why he's
closed,
called
this
Letty?
resort. Fraser, just wait a minute.
No, I'm worried. I'm frustrated about Letty and her attitude. It stinks.
It does, because she only wants you to fix the fucking place up, doesn't she?
Oh.
You've got to go around and tidy. First little job is
she
to
going to
go
pay
around
you?
and tidy up. She gives you a little tour. Oh, you can't go here at the moment because that bit's. Oh no, that's a bit dangerous. We've had to block that off. Oh, and you can't go down to the beach because oh dear, no, that's a bit rickety. All needs fixing up, doesn't it? Guess who's going to fix it up? You fucking
Malibu and
are.
Brooklyn.
Correct. So
Muggins.
They do a little bit of tidying first, get a bit of litter, tidy it up, blah, blah, blah. Oh, thank you for doing that. Come to my office. Goes to the office. Fuck me. State of that place, mate.
She get
They
paid?
got boxes everywhere. You get some credit. Don't you worry. You're not doing it for free. Getting a bit of credit. So Barbie and her friend, you can control one or two. You can decide who you want to control.
Like GTA 5?
Yep. So you pick up some boxes, and then she lets you on the computer. This is where you order all your shit.
Thought it was going to get
If you
weird
go
for a minute.
round, if you go round and fix all these things up, and you get some credit, I will sell you things to make this look nicer. So basically, you are doing all her fucking work for her, and then she's selling you shit to put in her resort. Fucking outrageous.
Okay.
I'm going to play this to the end. It's 6 to 8 hours long. I'm fucking doing it. If I come back on in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to tell you all about it.
I think you've told us
I
enough.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
Well. I didn't have that.
I'm going for 100% achievements.
Oh my god.
There's an
Apparently it's
achievement
easy.
guide. I just looked it up here. It's got the Xbox achievement guide. So
Correct. I am fucking hitting that hard.
jeez.
Please don't say that when you're talking about Barbie.
There's a
It's
part.
a good little game. There is a setting on there because there's little mini games and things where you have to do all your little bits and pieces. There's a setting on there that so you can't lose.
Oh, nice. Everyone's a winner. Everyone gets a medal.
Bet you don't get all the achievements for that, though, do you?
Participation prize. Fuck me.
I was very
But
impressed.
You're
I
not playing
enjoyed
the
it.
horse racing game then, Filch, in the week last week?
oh my god,
No.
what is going on?
No. Oh, I was going to play that game Dave was banging on about, the Call of Duty killer.
Delta Force.
Not out yet, is it?
Well, on consoles.
I saw somebody else playing that. Who else was playing that recently? Somebody was.
And
No?
it ain't fucking free.
No, there's a part of it's
It
free.
sa- it says it's free to play, but if you want to play it, you've got to buy a fucking
No, you can.
£8 pack.
No, there's a single player
Mm.
campaign that you can buy, I believe.
No, that's not what it says on my thing. If I want to buy, I want
No,
when
it's
to
just fucking
install it today,
console box.
and it says £8 preview pack or something. Pre-order.
I don't know.
Mm,
That's a supporters
yeah.
pack. It's probably going to be free when it actually comes out. You can just get
Wow.
early access if you buy it. Like
I've heard good things about it, but I couldn't play it.
I played it early, and it was just like I think there's like a Tarkov mode in it, and then there's the Battlefield mode.
Right.
An extraction shooter.
Yeah, it's like an extraction part of it,
Yeah.
and then there's like the Battlefield, basic massive rip off of Battlefield. It's just a huge copy of Battlefield, massive like teams and all that. Everyone just running around.
A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of the influencers are getting in on it. That's all I've got.
Well,
That's your fault, Fraser, that I played that, by the way. I haven't even downloaded it yet. I played it on cloud because I couldn't be asked to download it, even though it would
Barbie,
literally
man.
took me about.
now you're downloading it, I assume.
Oh, well, it only takes about 30 seconds on my internet, doesn't it? So, yeah. I played everything that come out this week, and they're the only two that I give any time to.
The standouts.
That's pushing
So,
it a bit.
if anyone wants to play Barbie Project Friendship, just check it out.
Lord's just entered the chat at just the right time there. Says evening all.
I think that's me done. Yeah.
I think
Until 3 o'clock this
might
afternoon,
well
I
be
haven't
you
played
done.
either of them.
I think I think it could be. I think you are done. Thanks for joining us.
You know what you get with me.
Well, I won't
I'm
expect
not playing
I wouldn't.
I'm not playing some factory game over and over again.
It's true. It's true. I mean, that's what we had the choice with this. I mean, poor old Neil. He's got one person who doesn't fucking even play games. And then a choice in the other seat of fucking either fucking Manufacturing Simulator 2025.
I think Dave's bought everything that's on sale this week. There's a Dave Game Fest on Steam.
You know what Dave
Just
should
all of
do?
his games are on sale.
Dave should actually make fucking video games. Like he could tick so many boxes just making that his new profession. He'd get the Dave game in reality.
David like Barbie.
I'm not sure.
There's loads of building and shit in it.
I'm not sure it's the same level. Do you have to do coding in Barbie Project Friendship?
Not yet. I
Maybe
don't
it's
know. I
in
haven't finished
Might
it
be
yet.
in there. Oh dear.
Oh my god. Standards.
Shall I talk about another game?
Come on then.
Right. Well, obviously I haven't played many games because we've been away for 2 weeks.
You keep saying that as
So-
an excuse like you wouldn't play video games. You've played video games when you've been away before. When you got a Steam Deck.
No, I haven't got a Steam Deck. I've got a Switch.
But you did take the Switch with you on holiday.
We
didn't
took
you?
the Switch, packed the Switch with us.
I think you did
Well,
this
You
last
play
time.
family
didn't you?
games.
Last
didn't
time
you?
you
Family
took it, didn't you?
games.
Yeah, we got some Mario Party on there, but we didn't end up playing on the Switch. Because what happened while I was on holiday is I bought a Switch 2.
Oh.
He's a cunt, isn't he?
Hey,
Oh,
he does
so
all
you've
right,
got the-
doesn't he?
So you've got the enhanced Mario Party now.
I could play my old games and in slightly better visuals, including Odyssey and Wonder. I don't think Mario Party's improved.
No, there's
the
extra
new-
games on there, aren't there?
The new
There's
Mario
extra
Party's
games.
good, apparently. What do you mean there's extra
Oh,
games?
you've
There's
got the
Switch
new
2
one.
exclusive games.
Yeah, on the current one. What one did I buy the other? The one that's just come out about like 3 or 4 months ago. Switch
talking about?
Switch Party.
Mario Party,
Switch.
Jamboree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
that's
new
supposed to be good.
games.
Yeah, they've had,
Yeah,
there's
there's new
an
games.
expansion
Yeah.
pack or whatever for it. Yeah.
You got to pay for it, have you?
Well, it depends really. Doesn't it?
Oh.
I don't honestly know. I haven't looked into it enough. I've literally had it on for 2 days, and I bought the Mario Kart bundle, so I've played quite a lot of Mario Kart World. in the last
400
24
and
hours.
how much?
430. But you know,
Fucking hell,
I looked at it this way. I was like, "You've been."
I haven't bought
obviously,
anything for 6 hours.
The
so
first
what should
wave-
I buy?
The first wave sold out, and the second, like, I was like, they've been in and out of stock for the last couple of weeks. And I'm like, shall I get one? We don't really use a Switch. And I was like, do you know what?
You know,
a little-
everything you just said points towards you should not fucking.
I
buy a
don't. I
Switch
did.
2.
I was literally about
At
to hit
no
the button.
point have
and
you
I
said,
no.
"I want one."
And I was like, I do want one because I bought one. I was like, they're not going to get any cheaper, are they? This is where I rationalised it. I was like, the next time they come in stock, they might be another 30
Is this the
30
same
quid more.
conversation you had with Lou?
So I was like, they're probably just going to get more expensive because that's what happens now. Instead of
We
getting
can't
cheaper.
afford not to buy it.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get one eventually. I might as well have it now while it's in stock. So I bought one. Picked it up in
Did you ever use
Sainsbury's.
your first Switch? Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose you did. You got
Did.
quite a few hours out of it.
Yeah, the good games on the Switch didn't run very well on the Switch, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know what? Now you say it like that it isn't going to get any cheaper. Maybe I should go get one too. Oh no, I've got fear of missing out now.
Anyway,
Wait
you're
for the
probably
OLED
even
comes
more
out
at risk.
Christmas.
Fuck that. That ain't coming out for a while. That's going to be 2 or 3 years down the line. And that'll probably be another fucking 200 quid on top. Anyway, so I've bit the bullet and I've got one. So I
Where'd
won't be
you buy
buying
it
it. I ordered it from Argos. So they let me down on the
What is
clamp,
it with
but
you
they
and
delivered on the
Argos?
Switch too. So I was looking at Curry's one day on the beach down at Newquay. I was like, ooh, they're in stock. That's unusual. I don't know why I looked. I was just like... and I was like, I nearly ordered it then. But then the one I wanted, the full basic bundle, went out of stock. And I was like, well, I'm not paying fucking 530 quid for the other bundle. So... I ended
So
up-
what's the basic bundle? Is just the unit.
So
And then the other
you
bundle
can
is with
buy
Mario Kart.
just the Switch 2 is like 390 quid, I think, or 395. And then the Mario Kart bundle is 430. If you buy Mario Kart on its own, it's like 70 quid on a cartridge. So it makes sense to buy the bundle if you're going to, because you're going to play fucking Mario Kart, aren't you?
70 quid.
Yeah. But I'd been hearing all the fuss about Donkey Kong and how it's made by the people who made Odyssey and Galaxy. I was like, that's some pretty good chops in the past. And it sounds like it's a pretty fucking good game, but I ain't bought it yet. But weirdly, Nintendo, a bit ahead of the game here. It's like the cartridges are more expensive than the digital versions. That's what was supposed to happen, and it has happened. But it's not a lot cheaper. But it's cheaper to buy the digital version. But I guess obviously you can't trade it.
How much memory is on it?
256, and you have to put express SD cards in it.
How big is a Switch game these days?
Well, I can't remember. But there's still plenty of space after putting Mario Kart World on there. It did take fucking ages
so you
to
did
download
buy
it.
the new Mario? Oh,
No,
Mario
it
Kart.
came with a bundle. It was a bundle. I got the bundle.
You bought the bundle.
So it's cheaper to get it
I
with
thought
the
you were waiting
Switch.
for the basic one.
No, there was another bundle that came with like the Switch expansion pack, fucking a case, all this bullshit that they all bundle in to make you pay fucking loads of money.
Right. Yeah. Screen protector.
Yeah,
bullshit
yeah,
like
all that
right.
bollocks. So I was like, fuck that.
Have
I'm
you
not
got to
buying
buy new Pro controllers?
it. No, the Bell Pro controller works, allegedly, although it keeps not connecting for some reason on mine. I don't know what's happened. It worked, and then it suddenly just wouldn't work. I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. So I need to look into that. But I updated all the controllers, so hopefully that's going to sort that out.
Might be a firmware update on the controller.
Yeah, I've updated them just today, so I'll see if that sorts that issue out. So yeah, the installation process very good, very straightforward. It does this thing like, oh, you've
Nintendo
obviously...
installation processes though are usually fun, aren't they?
Well, it can be a bit awkward, I think. In past, it just said, oh, you've obviously had a Switch. If you log in you can transfer all your stuff from your old Switch to this Switch. And I was like, nah, can't be asked. I was like, there's nothing really important on there. I haven't played like tons of Breath of the Wild, massive carry. I don't need to carry over loads of fucking shit.
Yeah.
I haven't had the online thing for ages for cloud saves and all that bollocks. There's none
I'm
of
in
that
the
shit to
I'm in the dying years of my gaming life. That's what that
I'm like,
says.
I can't be asked with that. So it's like, if you install this, then you might be have problems logging into you. I was like, I can just reset that Switch and fucking do something with that at another point. So I've just started fresh with the new Switch 2. Had to sign my son in because we'd bought Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and Mario Party under his account for some reason, not my account. So, but it's got these virtual game cards in now, so that all came in. It logged in. I can play all of the games. But I've not really played that. I did buy the Switch Online expansion pack last night from Shop2. It's normally 40 quid. It was £26 on Shop2. So that gets me 12 months of online play and access to all the loads of expansion packs and all the Nintendo classics. Like, it's now got GameCube, Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Nintendo Entertainment System, and Game Boy. So I did play a little bit of Metroid Fusion from the Game Boy Advance earlier. I was like, yeah, it's old. Probably won't play it anymore. You might be surprised to hear that there was a little mission that you had to do to play them. So they've got them as well. Little quests for you to play games, specific games.
I know.
So I did that like a mug. But what the thing is, obviously, like, 2 of the greatest games ever made came out on the Switch and weren't particularly good, which were the Zelda games, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom is the best video game ever made.
Yeah, but it runs like an absolute piece of shit on the Switch.
I wouldn't say it runs like a piece of shit. I think that's
a
a
lot of the
harsh.
times it's quite bad.
It does drop frames, though. Yeah.
For £400, you can make it run a lot better.
You can also play all of your old Switch games still.
Yeah.
So what they do get in the expansion pack is, remember Mario Kart 8 had the booster pack with like 48 fucking extra courses. So that's all included in the expansion pack now. I can put my old Mario Kart in and I get loads more Mario Kart tracks. Also, go on.
I was going to say, I bought the expansion pack for a year, or bought the online blah 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 for a year, and then when it ran out, because I thought, because that was when they was releasing the tracks every couple of months over a space of about 18 months. So I thought, so I paid for it, and then every couple of months got some extra tracks, blah blah blah. But when my online ran out, what did I do? I bought the fucking expansion anyway. So I haven't got online anymore, but then someone had to buy all the tracks.
Well, you could have just bought another year's worth of expansion pack.
No, because it's twice as expensive.
Well, it depends. You see, now on the Switch 2, you know they've made Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have Switch 2 versions, which you have to pay £8 each to upgrade. If you have the expansion pack, you get those upgrades included. So I can now buy Switch 1 versions of those 2 games using the online voucher for 84 quid for the 2 of them, which I can also buy credit somewhere else a bit cheaper.
And then convert.
And then I get the expansion pack. I get the full Switch 2 experience with all the upgrades, all included, if I get through them in the next 12 months. So that's an option that I'm looking at doing, because they're good.
So how much does it cost altogether?
How much has it cost for you to play Metroid Fusion?
I played loads of Mario Kart as well. Played 450 quid basically at the moment. You know, it's an investment.
Is the new Mario Kart
going
to have extra tracks as well?
Possibly, I'd imagine so. But the new Mario Kart, I don't know if you heard, it's called Mario Kart World. So there's a whole open world bit that you can just pootle around to your own heart's content in the big open world. All the tracks are sort of merged into this open world. When you play a race, you go into like race mode. So it's not like all these other games where you can like get to a cross section or whatever it was on Need for Speed and rev your wheels up. I can't remember which game that was, and you start a race in that or like whatever at a certain point. It's like you literally go into it, press the menu button, go into race mode, and have races. Like classic Grand Prix, battle modes, and there's the whole online. You now get 24 player races. So online is pretty mad.
So you can start first and then go
Finish
all the way to 24th instead
Yeah.
of 12th.
Yeah,
Excellent. Sounds like my kind of game.
So it's the usual Mario Kart, but it looks lots nicer, and you've got all these more players. What they have introduced is a new mode called Elimination, which has definitely been in other games, where there's 24 people at the start of the race. There's like 6 gates, and every gate it knocks out 4 people, the last 4 people. So it's a bit like a battle royale, I guess, in a racing form, but not as many people playing. That's been quite a bit of fun to play that, but does the usual. You get shafted. You think you're doing well, and then all of a sudden you're fucking last. So it's fun at the same time. It's fucking annoying. There's loads of new tracks. Cool new. There's a new. I think it's new. I'm not sure this has been in it because I haven't played loads of Mario Kart of all of the different ones. But there's like little. If you hit like a little boost ramp, and you press jump at the right time, you get when you land, you get an extra boost. So I don't know if that's new for this or if that's been in other games.
No, they brought that in on the Wii.
Yeah, I think I've played. I think
because
I remember that
you used
happening.
to, because you could shake the steering wheel or the controller, and it would do a little spin in the air, and then
Yeah, I don't
get
think
a
I've
boost
actually played
in
on
the
the Wii, or I definitely didn't play Wii U, because I didn't have one. But I didn't play a lot of it on Wii. But
well, that was Mario. That was 8, wasn't it? Wii U was Mario Kart 8. They just transferred it over onto the Switch.
Yeah. So early days of owning a Switch 2. I'm gonna. I don't know whether to just fuck it and get Donkey Kong, or whether I just do the Zelda thing for a while, because I can get them at a decent price, and I've got to get them done in that 12 months with the expansion pack.
You won't do that
live.
You won't do that. You won't be able to do both those Zeldas back to back. It'll fucking break you.
You reckon? I did play like 300 hours of Elden Ring.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe. Well, yeah. I mean, give it a go.
I mean, I don't like. You can buy 2 games.
I think you can get over Zelda though, right? I mean, that's the thing.
I get. I know what you're talking about, but
you get a bit of fatigue, right?
I ain't played one for a while, to be fair. Or I could just play Wind Waker from the GameCube.
I'm really getting an itch to go back to Tears of the Kingdom now.
You're not allowed to play 2 till you've got all them Karuks in the first one.
That probably ain't going to happen.
Never going to happen.
I started like I was got about like 200 of them things, and then when I look for how many of these are there, about 2,000. Fuck that.
There's a new app on your phone, and there's this new. This is Switch 2 stuff, I think. It's a bit, remember Smart Glass for the Xbox when they were touting all these extra features you could use on your phone. It's got like a thing like that on Nintendo Switch now, where for example, Zelda, there's a thing like a navigation, like a map mode on this app that links to what you're literally doing live in the game. And it's like, if you're hunting Kurok seeds, for example, it can like say, oh, there's one like to the north. The phone just literally says, head north. And so you're fucking off north. And it's like, tells you, oh, it's above you now. So it'll tell you to fucking climb up and get it and shit like that. Oh, that's what I saw in the video. I was like, that all looks quite cool. Will I ever use it? Maybe not. But
probably not.
If you're doing like clearance, like trying to find the last bits and bobs, maybe that could become an idea. I need to look into it a bit more, but it looked interesting. This all these extra features that you can link it on your phone.
That'll be free, will it?
The app is free. I don't think you need like the online and all that bollocks to get access to that. But yeah, nice piece of kit. Feels much nicer than the Switch, having held both of them recently.
Oh yeah.
The new Joy-Cons are a lot nicer, but it does just feel a bit more premium than this Switch one. Like holding it in your hands, you're like, this is actually quite a nice piece of kit now. And yeah, on the TV, looks fucking great. So
Well, my
Mario
Switch
Kart's
went off
good.
to Canterbury after Christmas with Daisy, and I haven't seen it since. So.
Oh, you know, we don't know if you've watched much of the stuff about Switch 2. There's game sharing. Remember, like
Mhm.
Yeah, I've
on the
heard about
DS.
that. Yeah.
So we've kept our old Switch. We could flog it and get a few quid for it, but you can game share from your Switch 2 and have someone on a normal Switch play like Switch 2. Like I can play Mario Kart Wonder game shared to a normal Switch. So, not Mario Kart Wonder, Mario Kart World. So I can play like the new Switch 2 Mario Kart on an old Switch if I game share it.
How?
Because it was just like, you remember how it sort of ran it on one and broadcast it to the other. So
I didn't know it could do
it's
that.
like playing two players. It's like if you had a 2-player on the Switch 2, instead of having 2 players on the Switch 2, you got like it's basically streaming to the normal Switch and using that as
Mario
a second
Kart
control.
used to do that on the 3DS.
Yeah, there was
One
like a load of
person had
DS games that
one
you
person
could
had
do.
the game, yeah, and as long as you were connected
Yeah.
wirelessly, you could both play Mario Kart
Yeah.
with one cart. You don't have to be within the same room now, though. I think you
I
can
don't
be in
know.
somewhere totally different area. I
Uh,
don't think you have to be
the
linked.
I'm not sure how it all works, but in terms, if you've all got Switch 2s, that might be the case. If you've got someone on a normal Switch, I'm not sure that will work. But I don't know. I haven't looked into all that. But I was quite impressed with so maybe the old Switch still has a life potentially as a second player console. So I don't know how many games that's actually going to work on. But interesting stuff. Nintendo. The fuck, it doesn't sound very Nintendo. They actually seem like they're up with it's like slightly outdated graphically, I guess, still, but they do make some magic with their videos.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I could see getting one at some point. You never want to miss out on the big Nintendo releases, but yeah, I think I'll wait for a bit.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Like
I was just like, it seems like everyone, like I've just been hearing so much buzz about Donkey Kong. I'm like, kind of want to play that now. So, but yeah, there's also,
Look
like I
forward
say,
to
all
hearing
that
about
Zelda
it.
stuff. So, decisions.
Does that carry your saves over, or are you going to start again
What? On what?
for Zelda
I haven't played Zelda
on
on
the
the Switch.
Switch too?
I haven't
Oh.
played it. I played Zelda on the PC.
Oh,
Because obviously I
would
owned a
you
copy.
now?
Yeah. Just never got around to playing it on the Switch.
Obviously. Which is why you're looking into buying it again.
Yeah.
Which
But
you
obviously I
can
don't
get
have to
if you
buy
didn't
it
buy
again.
it the first time.
Yes.
It's people like him that make the Switch 300-400 quid. If he'd have paid for his
I
games,
don't think it's me.
we'd all be able to. It's also these people that get it from the library probably bump the price up as well.
They're the ones you really want
Probably.
to look
Oh
out
yeah,
for.
I get Switch 2 games from the library probably. All right. Any more games? Are we done?
Yeah.
All right. Let's call that a show. Neil, you an eye on the chat? Anything going on
It's just
in there?
Arnie
People to thank?
subbed. Thank you very much. Lord's in the chat. That's the only
Thank you,
two
Arnie.
people who've mentioned anything
Lord.
in the chat that I can see.
You want to do a shout out or the closing stuff or whatever?
Go to sealpodcast.com.
There you
You
go.
can find all of our shit there. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
back to front on the video. Filch.
Well, can't help that.
That's what it says, sealpodcast.com, back to front. It's
Didn't
because
say
I'm
back
usually
front
down
last
there.
time, did
I'm
it?
usually down there, so I have to flip my video, but it actually looks like it's back to front. See, I'm back to front.
All right. Well, look, thanks very much, Pilch, for joining us again. Good to see you, mate. Neil, good to have you back. Dave, hope you're having a good
Work day.
Ars photocopying session. And
hopefully no one gets caught on a kissy cam at your work, Dave.
Hopefully fucking no career limiting moves, Dave. But if you do have any of those, we want to hear all about them, please. All right. Okay. So that's the show. Thanks very much for joining us. Typical nonsense. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch up with you next week.
See you later.
Laters.
Bye.